Welcome, everybody. Great to have you here as always. Hope you're having a good day. And let's start to settle in. As always, you lie back, you close your eyes, and you breathe. Taking the time to slow down. Taking the time to settle in. And take the time to feel how you feel today. How things are settling. How the breath is moving. Taking the time to be right here so as to start the practice. Not rushing, not forcing. A couple more breaths, a couple more moments out of the day.
Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest. Now as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. That sense of movement, swaying the body. Come back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice and smooth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. And on your next inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending your knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down, dog. You settle in. Taking any movement you like. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, forward fold. And inhale all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, broadening. And exhale, press. You feel the body as it moves, as it wakes up, like grounding over the four corners, the lifting of the hips. Inhale, left foot opening the hips, right foot folding over your legs. Inhale, that full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right, left, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. The head hangs heavy. The eyes can close. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right, left, exhale. Inhale and exhale. As we work the repetitions of the sun salute, you take the time to feel as the body opens up, you're able to find a bit more range of motion. A little more length out of those hamstrings, maybe a little more length out of the torso, the reaching of the arms. The hips waking up, and on your next inhale, that right foot stepping a little further forward. Left foot forward, folding a bit deeper. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left, right, and lower. Nice and steady. Inhale and exhale. Being conscious to not fall in that habit of just going through the motions here. You feel every step, every round, noticing how it's different, how it's the same as the previous, how the body's working today. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. You relax the arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Then with the big toes touching heels slightly apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. You settle that weight down. The thighs hug. Nice and steady. Nice and grounded. And then exhale, folding forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head bows. The torso pulls forward as you draw yourself long over those legs. Remember, there's that active tilting up of your tailbone, your hip flexors contracting, drawing your pelvis forward so you get that full length out of the backs of the thighs. Then inhale, you lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And on exhale, you step the foot forward, crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink down and forward as the arms reach up and back. You get that nice smooth curve of the body. That long line from the front of that left knee all the way up through your arms. Be mindful that you don't settle that weight in or that tension into your low back. Your abdominal wall draws in, stabilizing the spine. So you get that nice drawing up through the front of that left thigh. Your hip flexors lengthening now. Then exhale, that left hand down as that right arm reaches up. Crescent twist. Nice broad line from hand to hand. This right thigh may try and roll out on you, so you keep it hugging in towards the midline of the mat. Rotating just from the torso. And on exhale, that right hand comes down, framing your right foot as your hips shift back, setting up for half Hanumanasana. The right toes peel up. Your hips stay over top that left knee, and you fold forward. Isolating those hamstrings on that right thigh. You can walk the hands further forward as you want to draw the torso longer into it. Just breathe. A nice long line up the back of that right thigh, wrapping to your low back. Then on exhale, you bend into that right knee. You curl the back toes as the knee lifts and you step back, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, crescent lunge. You lower the right knee. The hips sink as the arms sweep. You breathe. Nice full breath. Nice long line. The eyes are soft. You sink your weight down into the floor. Then exhale, right hand to the floor as that left arm reaches up. Look at that nice opening twist. And exhale, left hand comes down. The hips shift back as that left leg straightens out. The toes peel and you fold forward. And you work right here. Bringing the body low. Something you might notice as you go deeper is your back starts to kind of arch up towards the ceiling. You want to feel like you're leading with your sternum, the center of your chest. You're reaching forward rather than curling down into it. Create that length, those long lines. Then exhale, that front knee bends, the back toes curl, and you find your way to down dog. Exhale, right foot forward, warrior two. The back heel spins in as you rise up. Hips and chest broad to the long edge of the mat. The gaze is out over those front fingertips, or better yet, you just close your eyes. You feel that openness across the front of the body. That deep bend in the front knee as the hips sit down behind that right thigh. A strong stance. Then reaching forward, setting up for side angle. That right elbow goes to the right thigh, or hand to the floor inside the right foot, as that left arm sweeps next to your left ear. You feel a long line from that left wrist to shoulder, hip to heel. If you want to wrap the arm for your bind, feel free. Catching the inner thigh, catching hands. But as you wrap that arm or work that bind, your torso stays exactly the same. The top shoulder rolls back, the crown of the head extending forward. You don't want to start to scrunch down towards your waist. You're still opening that front line of the body. Then inhale, you just rise right back up, warrior two. You straighten out that right leg. You reach forward, keeping that right hip hugging under, and you hinge over. Triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Inhale, warrior two. Set it up. And exhale, hands to the floor as you make your way back. Exhale, left foot forward, warrior two. And again, you soften those eyes. You settle into it. A nice full breath. Nice steady stance. Then reaching forward, side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. That top arm sweep. You roll that right side back. Again, if you want to work your bind, feel free. But you just free that arm to work it. You don't change anything about the torso or the legs. Feel steady with your stance, and on your next inhale, you're able to just lift the torso right back up into Warrior Two. You straighten that left leg. You reach forward, triangle pose. Nice smooth breath. Nice long lines. That broadening across the upper chest as the arms actively reach in opposite directions. A nice long line of the spine as the crown of the head extends forward. You feel open here. You feel like you're spreading out in 6 different directions. Inhale, Warrior Two. You take the time, set it up. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you make your way to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, high lunge. You keep that back heel lifted. So your hips are square forward. And you're able to isolate flexion with that right thigh and extension with that back thigh. Working the legs in opposite directions, finding that full range of motion of your pelvis. A nice long line from the back of that right knee all the way back to the front of that left knee. And you add that upward lift of the torso on top. Nice smooth breath. Nice strong stance. Grounded in place. And exhale, hands to the floor inside that right foot for lizard. We're going to keep that right knee lift or that left knee lifted today. So your hands start inside the foot, and you just start to let those elbows bend as the torso sinks down. Maybe you bend the elbows all the way one forearm gets down. Maybe the other one touches down. But keep that left knee lifted. The left thigh is high up as the torso sinks down. Inhale as you rise up to straight arms. You plant the palms and you step that right foot back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Then on exhale, you're going to lower back down to your forearms for dolphin. The hips spike up like you're going in down dog. Those forearms scrub the top edge of the mat away from you, pushing your sternum towards your shins. You can hold them, stabilizing, or you slide forward, taking your chin past your fingertips and spiking the hips back up. Just a few more breaths. Working it as you like. Two more breaths. Then on that next exhale, you press into your palms, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Couple more breaths, settling in. Those 3 long lines. Left thigh reaching forward, right thigh reaching back. Torso and arms reaching up. Then exhale, hands to the floor inside that left foot. You may shimmy that left foot over to the edge, just a touch. Lizard pose. And you just start to bow forward with the torso. 1 forearm, maybe 2. But that right knee is lifted. The head's bowed. Your legs are strong. And your torso surrenders to gravity. Inhale, you rise up. You plant the palms as that left foot steps back, plank pose. Then once again, you lower the forearms, dolphin. Hold steady, or take your dives. Just 5 breaths. Two more breaths. The next exhale, you find your way to down dog. From here, you're going to keep the feet exactly as they are, and you just walk your hands back to meet them at the back edge of the mat. You fold over your legs. The head hangs. You take a breath. Then inhale all the way back up, arms overhead, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. From here, the right foot steps forward about 3 feet, roughly the middle of your mat. We're going into revolve triangle. Right hand's at the right hip. Left arm reaches up. And on exhale, you fold forward about halfway, and you rotate. Left hand lands down. Right arm reaches up. You can always adjust your stance here if you feel like your feet are too close. You can always give yourself a little more room so your torso can extend forward. Don't hesitate to adjust them. You want to feel grounded with your legs. You want to feel that you're in control, allowing that torso then to become mobile so it can open up. Broadening across the chest. Lengthening from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Then inhale, you rise up. We're going to take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers for pyramid. The shoulders draw back, the collarbones broad. And on exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, rising back up. Keep the fingers interlaced. We're making our way into toppling tree now. So left heel peels as you start to shift your weight forward over that right leg. You come to standing on it. Then as you feel steady, you just start to hinge at that right hip. The torso starts to fold forward. That left leg starts to lift up behind you. The arms can pull away from your back as you feel steady. And nice and smooth as you start to rise back up. That left foot floats forward next to the right. You relax your arms. Tadasana. Then the left foot steps forward about 3 feet, roughly the top edge of your mat. Left hand's at the hip. Right arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway. You adjust your stance as you need and you rotate. Revolve triangle. Inhale, rising back up. Taking the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. Nice and broad, and on exhale, you fold forward. Pyramid pose. Keep those shoulder blades hugging behind you. The collarbones broad, your sternum's reaching out in front. Inhale, rising up. Take a breath, orient yourself, and when you're ready, you start to shift that weight forward, peeling that right heel, and then standing on that left leg. And you just simply start to hinge at that left hip. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Bringing the body forward, lifting that right leg. Maybe drawing the arms away from your back. And keep it together as the torso starts to lift. And that right foot just floats right up next to left. You relax your arms. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. The back heel spins down. The torso sweeps up. And close your eyes. Nice full breath. And peeling that back heel. Palms together, thumbs to your heart. We're going into revolve side angle. So you fold forward about halfway and you rotate. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. Palms together, drawing the torso around. If you want to broaden or bind your arms, feel free. And nice and smooth, you come back to center. Arms up overhead. And we're going to take one big step, palms back to your heart. And now we're going to take one big step, drawing that left knee forward. So we stand tall on the right leg. Setting up for camper's pose. So as you feel steady, you let that left knee open. The left ankle crosses just above the right knee, making a figure four. As that works for you, you start to sit your hips down. You can take the arms up overhead. That'll challenge your balance by lifting your center point. You can fold into that shin. It'll give you a deeper stretch into that left hip. Or you can think about your flying pigeon. As you fold into that leg, you start to fold over, bringing your hands to the floor in front of you. The palms are flat. Your shin is crossed across your triceps. As you lean forward, letting that right foot lift. Eventually that leg draws back. But you choose an option in your work there. Not overcomplicating it. Not rushing it. One more breath. And nice and smooth, you come back to where we started. You rise up. You place that left foot down. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Inhale, lift. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. And on inhale, that right heel peels. High lunge. You bring that right hip around so your hips are now square to the top edge of the mat. As you bring the palms together, thumbs to your heart. Revolve side angle. You twist to the left. Hooking that right elbow outside that left thigh. You work with the palms together, drawing the torso around. Maybe you broaden, maybe you bind. Inhale, high lunge. You take the arms up. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. And nice and smooth, you draw that right knee forward. You start there. Then that right knee opens up, the ankle's just above your left knee, making a figure four. Maybe you start to sit those hips down. Maybe you take the arms up overhead. Maybe you fold into that shin. Maybe you fold over that shin. Bring your hands to the floor. The shin crosses the triceps. Your weight shifts forward, and you lift that left leg. Maybe extending that left leg back behind you. Nice and smooth back to center. You rise up. You place the foot down. Tadasana. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or steady. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you draw the knee forward, pigeon. You place the knee outside that right wrist. The left leg slides back. You can stay upright for your king pigeon variations, or you drape yourself forward over that shin. Inhale, you rise up. You plant the palms. You curl those left toes as you step that right leg back, down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you draw the knee forward. The right leg slides back. You stay upright, or you drape yourself forward. Inhale, rising up. You plant the palms. You make your way to down dog. Then sliding forward into plank. And on exhale, you lower to the floor. You stack your hands, you rest your cheek. You take a breath. From here, we're doing 3 rounds of cobra. So hands under the shoulders, elbows in tight, tops of the feet firm on the mat. And on your next inhale, you rise up, baby cobra. Lifting the head, the chest, the palms up off the mat. You keep the feet down. The hands lifting so it's your back doing all the work for the first round. You get that nice curl, that rolling forward of your sternum. Then exhale, relax, take a breath. And inhale, you rise once again. Baby cobra, hovering the hands, or full cobra, you plant the palms, and you start to straighten your arms. But as your arms straighten out, you keep your back active here. You don't want to feel that you're just pushing into your hands and slinging the torso into it. Your collarbones broad, your sternum's rolling forward. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you rise up. Baby cobra, full cobra, or king cobra. Once you get up, you bend your knees. And you try and bring the soles of your feet towards the crown of your head. You keep your hands down. Still working the torso up and back. And exhale, relax. You stack the hands, you rest your cheek. You breathe. And hands under the shoulders, you press the hips to the heels. Child's pose. Tucking yourself in. Inhale, you rise up. You sit over to the side of your feet and you bring your legs out in front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, close your eyes. You breathe. Then inhales, you reach out, rising up. You sweep the arms around in front, parallel to the floor. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Then bend your knees, feet are flat. Setting up for 3 rounds of back bends. The arms can stay alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. You take a nice full breath. And inhale, you rise once again. So, bridge or upward facing bow. Either one, you breathe into the front line of the body. You feel the belly rise and fall, that opening up. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you push down to go up. And exhale, relax. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And the arms alongside the body, palms flat. Legs go straight up. You hang out there or shoulder stand, toes towards the floor behind your head. Once the hips lift, you bend your elbows. Hands against the low back as you send your legs up towards the ceiling. few more breaths if you want any variations. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. Some legs wide, scissor them apart. Whatever you like. Then back to center, toes towards the floor, beyond your head for plow. The hips are high, the low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward, and nice and easy you unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs extend, the arms are alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press down into your hands and elbows to lift your torso up so you're lounging on your forearms. Then you just arc your spine towards the ceiling. The shoulders roll back as the crown of the head releases towards the floor. And you breathe into the upper chest. You to let everything from your waistline down relax. Then exhale, you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest, nice tight squeeze. You take the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to left. One final twist. And back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, the shoulders are back, chest lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're able to honor today, Juneteenth, with some form of social action, whatever that may be for you. And thanks again for joining. See you next time.